for Twisted Wonderland Challenge Mode. So, this time we're taking on the Earth Titan, which is arguably one of the hardest bosses in the game, just because of how, like, weird everything gets set up. Yeah, this fight is just kind of weird. Arguably, I will say, Idiot is actually a little more difficult. I think Idiot is the hardest boss in the game just because of how random he is. But I digress. This time I decided to one-up my challenge a little bit by only using standard cards for this. Just to show you it's possible. Also, Rook, seriously, one of the best healers in the game. And he's a card you can get for absolutely free. So, anyway, I'll show you the buddy bonuses this time. Apple gives a bonus to Phil, modest power boost, modest HP boost. I know, I didn't get them all the way leveled. I'm sorry. I don't really use these guys in particular, even with my challenge party stuff. So I just neglect to level up their body bonuses, but I promise you it's possible even with this party. I do recommend getting your cards, if you're going to do it this way, to at least level 60 for this fight, because this is one of the harder fights. I did do my best to try to mitigate the amount of water that will come up in this fight, because if you don't... oh boy. We'll just get into it, because, again, this fight is weird. There it is. So I have it on 1 so you guys can, like, follow along with what I'm doing. I'm going to take a leap of faith. Yeah, this guy hits really hard. He gives himself a lot of damage resistance. So, like the Ice Titan, he can occasionally drop your damage to 0, but it's a different sort of problem than with the Ice Titan, because it's just, he buffs himself so much as far as defense goes. He really doesn't do that much damage in the grand scheme unless you get caught on a water attack when he's like using one of his floor attacks. So that's just my opinion. The annoying thing he does though is he starts a 3-round regen in the middle of a 5-round cycle, which you might not notice if you have a lot of good cards and a lot of like SSRs that are like strong against him, because like, yeah, it's so weird. But yeah, it really messes with me. We are gonna go for a double Flora. Yeah, our damage isn't going to be great. But his damage isn't going to be great either. So... because as you can see, even with a critical on a neutral attack, he's still doing less than 3,000 damage. I'm going to go ahead and heal. Then I'm going to take a leap of faith that he's going to use a Flora attack as the second one. I think he actually does, because if I remember right, that HP region is attached to Flora attack. No, it's not. Okay, I was wrong. Okay, so we're like now in a situation where we're gonna have to use some damage. I want to be Kit. I'm a strong hit, so I'm gonna heal myself again. You know, no, he hit. He like did less than 3,000 damage. Okay, so he really doesn't do that much damage, y'all. The annoying thing is the regen and the... Oh, I'm just gonna take no damage this round. Okay. Sorry. Just watching him as we're like doing this. I don't really know of any cards that like do defense string though. Like, is that an ability that we get? I mean, is that a ghost damage one or Eternal Knight armor? Civic ghost damage vulnerability, but like he's the only card I can think of that does that. That's so weird. Are you kidding me? He like touched up his... It's a 3 red. Regen. So it's a little annoying. He touched it, but we won't have to deal with it for very long. So we're just going to grudgingly throw everything we can at him. You just have to have a little bit of persistence with this one because it's a long haul fight. I'll do a little damage cut just to ease my mind. Let's see if we can... I don't know if we're going to be able to finish in this round. If it comes down to that, I think I've already like done all of the explanations I need to do. So I might just speed up a little. This next round's going to be a little bit annoying because... Didn't get a critical actually. Doesn't look like it. Of course, I might get like super unlucky and not be able to heal myself next round. That is always a risk. We should win it this round. Because he has no buffs going right now, except for his... He has no defense buffs going right now, I should say. There we go. Yeah. This fight is, like, hard in the sense that he can drop you to 0 if he stacks too many, like... If he stacks too many defense buffs on himself. Like I said, there's not a lot of characters that have damage vulnerability as an ability, so you're just gonna have to work around it using like power power buffs and everything. If you have, like, any SSRs, like, if you have any of the Pomfiore Trios SSRs, I do recommend using them. Duo Magic does actually, like, help in this fight. It will make it not drag in as long. But, yeah, like, it's just really chaotic and weird because of the combination of things he can do. The whole point of this book is just to get you out of your comfort zone and be prepared for that, because the next book is going to be, like, even worse about locked battles. So, like I said, just be prepared for that. Anyway, y'all can do this. I believe in you. Love y'all. Take very good care of yourselves. Bye.